O'Donnell has the ability to leave out Lee Desmond this evening, to leave out Dara Burns this evening, Robbie Benson, people like that, and it's important at this stage because them Friday, Monday games, you know, they bring their own problems to teams with fatigue and stuff like that, and the most important thing is it actually gives Jason McClellan minutes, it gives Jack Hickman minutes, you know, Sam Bone, Paddy Barrett get to partner them, get partner each other. Great touch.
Yeah, big chance for Pats already here. Here's Matty Smith just towards the edge of the box. Brilliant tackle by Rory Feely, but the danger's not gone yet as it's dropped to McClellan. Back to Chris Forrester, who smashed one right footed, and it's just gone 5 or 6 yards wide of James Talbot's post here, but a sign of intent from St. Pat.
Through. So it'll be interesting to see how Andy Lyons and Anto Breslin deal with that.
And that's a Shane Griffin cross into a dangerous area. It's broken to Melvin Lambert on the edge of the box, and he's tried to set that for Lewis. And here goes Ross Tierney, who's racing through the centre of the pitch here. This could be a big chance for Bowes. As Liam Burt races up the outside, and he's flashed that one all the way across the box. A brilliant counter attack by Bohemians. St. Pat's lose the ball on one end, Jaron, but in seconds it's Bohemians straight up the rows for Bowes. And is there a chance here for St. Pat's on the counter? That's Jay McClellan chasing Lyons. It's a heavy enough back pass, which Talbot does initially very well, but eventually he's given it away to King.
Oh,
and what a goal by Billy King. He cannot stop scoring in that goal at Richmond Park for the third game in a row. Both games against Dundalk last weekend in the Cup and in the League. And again here, a great strike. Bowes will feel they could have done better in terms of how they dealt with it. But at the 12th minute here, Billy King, King Billy in action again. Another brilliant goal. The fans are on their feet here at Richmond Park, and the Saints lead Bohemians by 1-0.
Yeah. Listen, it's such a comfortable thing for Andy Lyons. He's just put his keeper under so much pressure. The back pass is not great. It's a bad touch by Talbot, but you're just saying kick it, put your foot through it. But Billy, what confidence. He's taken it on there. Could he have easily squared it? He didn't, and he's taken it on. It's a fantastic shot.
Pitch just maybe couldn't get it out of his feet as well as he normally would, but eventually his pass across to the far side cut out by Burton. St. Pat's really on the up here in these early moments.
Yeah, Chris is looking so short, so sharp. He's just 2-0.
Off the crossbar by Jay McClellan. Danger not gone yet. Dropped to Smith, and he's smashed it wide of the post. Jay McClellan there, great ball in by Jack Hickman.
I think I've done your job.
Paul St. Pat's team has, with Sam Bone looking sharp at left centre back as well, and he's been quite versatile this season. Played wing back, played right back, played right centre back, and he's playing left centre back tonight, and has been in decent form so far. The former Charlton Athletic player, and of course had spells here in the League of Ireland with Shamrock Rovers and Waterford before joining the Super Saints at the start of this season.
They're trying to get a good press Bowes. They are getting a lot of bodies around and things like that, and they're probably just not getting it out at the moment where they're not robbing Pats, and this is what's happening. Pats are able to get out a little bit. It's a great ball.
And Melvin Lambert might still get on this because he's so powerful, is Melvin Lambert, and he's just checked inside one and checked in two. Talbot races off the line, does well, but it's been kept alive by Matty Smith, looking for an option left and right. He's found the feet of Jay McClelland. Brilliant block by Wilson. It's still not gone though. Here's Billy King, and King shot block. Bohemians putting their bodies on the line there, Ger. 1, 2, 3 blocks, and it's still not clear just yet as Barrett heads it back in, headed away by Feely.
What a ball by Paddy Barrett, and I know we'll come back to it, Ger. I'm sure we might see even a chance. Hell of a block there from Andy Lyons. I know I've said that he needs to probably do better against Matty Smith at the start, and maybe needs to tidy it.
Against Wexford, he was out to play in the league games but missed the cup semi-final.
I thought the yellows accumulation, so a straight red in the last game, you missed the cup. Okay.
Yeah, because I remember a couple of years ago, Brian Gartland missed the final for the Docker, but Chris Shields actually on yellows, and they voted to change the rule. Okay. I'm open to correction, and if you want to tweet us at St. Pat's FC on Twitter, you can correct me on that. It's
another great run by Chris. Look, he's in.
It's a brilliant ball as well by Alfie Lewis, and it's Forrester, and he was just waiting for the ball just to bounce and took a knock off the keeper as well. You see, just got to
stick to my honest to God, like, for people who are watching at home, his energy off the ball, his movement is demanding from other players, his passing, everything's just been, he just sees things. And player that I played with a number of years ago, very, very similar, that he was actually probably on a different wavelength than most of us playing, was actually Keith Fatty, and he's seen those things before we did, so he's a little bit like that this evening, Chris. He's just been absolutely majestic.
Speaking of which, a majestic pass there by Barrett to set King in possession here, and it's King to Jay McClellan, who gets it onto his right foot. It's weaker right foot. It must have taken a deflection off one of the Bowes defenders. I don't think Talbot got a touch, but St. Pat's go from back to front so quickly from Barrett. So it's Lewis to take it, and I think it was actually Forrester at the back post just to head that one over. And Jer was mentioning Chris Forrester a moment ago. Mullins in shot there a moment ago, just turned 17. As Rory Feely loses that in his own box, and it's McClelland who
cross.
Just drags it wide of the near post. But again, Feely, who of course had a couple of spells,
to create more chances, they'll need to get up the pitch a little bit more.
So the Saints fans certainly didn't think that was a free kick, but play continues and Pats have actually won it back here, so they'll go back on the attack again in front of the shed end. Invincibles on the far side, and it'll break to Lewis, who just checks it inside, and McClelland to Forrester. He's got Hickman racing up the right hand side here, and at the moment Sam Bones the only St. Pat's defender back, so they'll be a little bit concerned if they do lose possession here. It was actually Paddy Barrett who was whipping that one in. And it's the Hickman, great ball across the box, and it's 2-0 to St. Pat's. And it's that man Jay McClelland, who had a couple of good chances in the opening 45 that didn't go his way. And less than 3 minutes into the second period, it's a great cross by Jack Hickman, brilliant assist by the St. Pat's right back, and McClelland inside the 6-yard box to give his team the perfect start to the second 45 here, and the Saints lead 2-0.
Jay, watch this pass from Chris Forrester and watch him look away. Look, he just looks away. He's not even looking at it. What an absolute pass. Melvin Lambert's run has taken Rory Feely away, and he's got in at the back post, and I think Andy Lyons will be disappointed that he's got in ahead of him again. It's 2-0, the worst possible start to the second half for Keith Long, and from Pat's point of view season, and that'll be the same for every team. They will get judged at the end of the year, so you know it's a big few weeks for them, as well as many other clubs chasing that spot.
That's a poor pass by Paddy Barrett. He was in two minds there between a pass to the goalkeeper and a pass to the centre back, and either way Bows are back in the game, and it's Ross Tierney, who we know is off to Motherwell shortly at the end of the season, the 20-year-old Ireland under-21 international. Really sharp all evening. He's got himself in there, robbed a chair, and it's 2-1. Bows back in it.
It's just we're just so comfortable. It's probably a lack of concentration, just how comfortable you are. Really sharp from Ross Tierney. Again, it's another turnover, Jay, like we've been saying in the first half, that was probably going to be that dangerous. They haven't really created anything in any build-up. They've not passed through us, they've not got around us. It's more Pat's mistakes, but you can see from the reaction of the Bows fans all of a sudden, right behind that goal, you can hear them now.
The country in the form of Tariq Wilson, former Manchester City Academy player, will take this corner. And it's gone through, and it's ended up in the hands somehow of Vidislav Jaros. I'm not sure if it's via a Bows attacker or a St. Pat's defender. We might have another look at him.
Because Promise is a little bit more direct. He kind of stays up there, and he's a big boy as well, whereas Jamie Mullins was dropping in to help out and picking up lovely little balls, so gives him another thought process to deal with.
So the corner whipped in from the far side, and it's managed to find its way in at the far post. Not totally sure who scored it. I'm looking at the celebrations. It is Promise on my share. Finds Billy King in the corner, who's going 1-against-1 here against Wilson, and King is just looking for a yard of space to shoot, but it's really good 1v1 defending. And it gives a chance now for Bows to go on the counter-attack. This is a great game at Richmond, really is. Both teams having a proper go for it, and at the moment it's Dawson Devoy. He might want to strike it here. Recent Irish 21s international. He's had a brilliant season. Instead he drops it off to Omasher, and that's a cross that might cause problems, because Shane Griffin's header has only come as far as Ali Coote. Griffin had to head it away because he had Feely behind him, and it broke the Coote just in. Wrong tackle by Tariq Wilson.
Could be two back here.
Yeah,
no, Sam.
And Bone is eventually, has he won possession? He hasn't, because Tierney's found Omasher, and a big chance here for Bohemians. It's Omasher in the box and straight at Vidislav Jaros. I think it actually went through the legs of Paddy Barrett. Sam Bones had a really strong game at centre back, but before Finn Harps make the trip to Richmond Park in a couple of weeks' time. So the Bows on the attack again, though this one isn't done by any means. And Bows maybe looking more likely at the moment, and Burst just skipped in and shot from 25 yards, but bread and butter stuff for Jaros. But we have seen Burt score from distance this season on a number of. So 6 minutes or so left, plus a bit of injury time. And the free kick is taken by Devoy, just out of picture at the moment, but we're back on now because it's going to be switched across to the side. It's a great pass, actually. It was Conor Levingston that just sprayed that one across, and Kelly tidies things up, and Devoy is looking for the run in behind of Ali Coote, but there's no flag, and it's dropped to Tierney, who's curled it. Oh, what a strike by Ross Tierney. Would have been one of the goals of the season, but it's not gone just yet. It is now into the hands of Jaros Tierney, who scored already tonight. He's got 5 this season, and he's absolutely smashed. He's just moving himself now back. The ref is happy, and the free will be taken by Robbie Benson. And it was Kieran Kelly, but it's not actually gone just yet. Talbot punched it, and it's in, is it? It's just wide. Again, chaos in the box. The header by Kelly goes up in the air. It's punched by Talbot at the Sligo Showgrounds.
It's a big goal, Jamie.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Big goal.
Sligo's race to ensure that they finish third, of course, as well. And that's a great ball into the box, cleared by Wilson, but only as far as Robbie Benson. And he's got it out of his feet, and it's straight at James Talbot.
It looked like he
went
down.
And it's now Bowes on the attack. Crucial interception by